The call to the honourable member for Higgins.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Climate Change and Energy. How will the Albanese Labor government help households with the cost of living through energy bill relief? Have there been any barriers in developing this response?
Call to the Minister for Climate Change and Energy. Order. Members on my left, the Minister hasn't begun speaking. The Minister has the call.
Well, thanks very much, Mr Speaker. I thank the honourable member for her question and her leadership on matters of climate and energy. And, of course, as the House knows, last year, faced with heightened pressure on energy prices right around the world, we acted. We acted by capping the price of coal and gas, Mr Speaker. That was controversial then, and it's controversial now. The Leader of the Opposition today, just in question time earlier, claimed that capping the price of gas had forced prices up, Mr Speaker. Maybe the Leader of the Opposition should have gone to the University of Sydney to get an economics degree, Mr Speaker. Maybe we'd all be better off if that had happened, because he thinks that lower coal and gas prices lead to higher energy prices. But we've done that and it's had an impact. And we've seen that impact in the draft default market offer released earlier this year, 29 percentage points lower than it otherwise would have been. And as Claire Savage, the energy regulator, has made clear, that is in large part the impact of the intervention by the Albanese government. In large part the impact of the intervention. That has saved up to $1,676 for a Victorian small business each year, Mr Speaker. It's saved up to $530 for a household, particularly South Australian households, $530. And of course we know we need to do more, and tonight we will be doing more. The same legislation—
The Minister for Climate Change and Energy withdraw. The member for Fairfax will withdraw that comment.
I withdraw.
Give the call to the Minister for Climate Change and Energy.
The same legislation, Mr Speaker, which enabled that intervention to cap the price of coal and gas enables direct rebates to Australian families and Australian businesses, carefully designed to put downward pressure on inflation by reducing power prices directly compared to what they would have been, Mr Speaker. I'm pleased to confirm 5.5 million households and 1 million businesses will benefit, Mr Speaker, from that action, and the Treasurer will, of course, outline more action this evening. But there's a third element as well. We understand on this side of the House that reducing emissions and reducing bills are the same thing. We understand that if you make a house or a business more efficient, Mr Speaker, you reduce bills as well as emissions. And we happen to think that's a good thing. Call us old-fashioned. Call us old-fashioned on this side of the House, and we think reducing bills and reducing emissions is a good thing. We know that Australia ranks 58th out of 63 on energy efficiency of households, and we can do better, and particularly low and middle-income households need that support. So again, we will see tonight strong action to help households reduce their bills and emissions, particularly those who need assistance, and particularly small business, Mr Speaker. We've already announced our tax treatment of energy-efficient investments by small business, which will benefit hundreds of thousands of small businesses across the country who want to reduce their emissions and reduce their bills, and we're going to help them do it.